Hey guys, sorry it's been so long since I've made a serious video. I've been super busy and I thank all of you guys for sending me that work. I really appreciate it. Just been swamped lately. Anyway, got Sergey's latest invention right here, and what this is, it's a flammable gas detector. You see, I guess it was about a year ago. There were several explosions in Sergey City, and they were because of natural gas leaks or either people leaving their uh, gas on for whatever reason. Anyway, I mean, there were people killed. So he decided to come up with a flammable gas detector. So here it is, and I'll show you how it works. It runs off of two 18650s. He recommends using protected. However, when the batteries do get low in this, it will start to beep just like a regular fire alarm. I'm going to be going over more than one thing in this video just because I'm so behind, but really each one of these things deserves its own video. I just don't have the time. Okay, we've got the batteries in, and now to calibrate this, what you do is you hold this yellow button for 3 seconds until the LED blinks. Okay, now we wait 17 seconds and it calibrates itself, and you need to do this in fresh air. The batteries they're just meant for backup. There's no charging board within this board, so about every couple of months or so you're going to want to change your batteries or charge your batteries. This uh, jack right here is for a 9-volt wall adapter, so it's meant to run off that, but if your power goes out, you're still going to have battery backup for about 3 days. So let's test it. To test it, he recommends frequent testing and recalibration. What you do is you just press this button, and this starts the heating cycle. Put a gas lighter to it, and it takes about 10 seconds. As you can see, the LED's on right now. And then that's the noise that it makes. And then to reset it, I guess you just hold it down for another 3 seconds. Or maybe not. Anyway, I've been playing around with this, and if you're interested in this, Sergey can build these for you in bulk if you want to start selling them over here. Once I do finally get a website up, I will be selling these on the website, but I'll leave Sergey's email address down below in the description in case you want to get in contact with him and buy some of these for yourself or even start selling them as retail. All right, very cool thing. Let's see. Okay, we get to unbox the R15 collapsible stock adapter. Alright, and I've got to get a knife or something for this. And this is the stock adapter from Sapper Custom that I mentioned a little while ago. Ah. Now. Quiet you. Okay. Wow. And it's not shiny, which was my only complaint. And it does look like it's been oxidized instead of painted. Yeah, this is looks like aluminum oxide. Could be wrong about that, but it sure does look like it. Um, yeah, it is one piece milled aircraft aluminum, which is awesome. So there you have it. That explains the high price. I mean, the machining that goes into making something like this, I'm sure many of you guys can appreciate that. Wow. Thanks, Sapper. This is awesome. There will be a link in the description below on where you can buy these. This thing is built like, I don't know. I'm not going to be able to destroy it. Yeah, I'll include some pictures of it on my gun. I can go ahead and do that through the magic of editing right here. So here it is on my gun. Get a close look of it. Now, there isn't a hole on the bottom here for a set screw. You could obviously drill and tap one if you wanted to, but it's really not necessary because these threads are very snug. So once you get it about where you want it and tighten down your castle nut, it's not going anywhere really. And I tell you what I also like about this as opposed to what we used to have. Try to do this with one hand. Nice snug fit, but now you can easily remove the stock, whereas before with the Gem C adapters we would have to loosen this, loosen that set screw, unscrew this, go in here, loosen these two screws, screw this back into it, and then pull it out. So this is great for, traveling. Alrighty, so there we have it. And yeah, this thing is built solid. Okay. The last thing I wanted to tell you guys about is 8K. I haven't really had a whole lot of time to mess around with it, but what I've done with it so far is I've upgraded the motor for it. So the motor now spins about twice as fast as the motor we were using for 4K and 6K. But the problem that I've run into is that once you get above a certain threshold, as far as your rate of fire, you have all that air pushing down on your column of BBs. So to make the super fast rounds per minute work, I believe what I'm going to have to do is just lower the air pressure. I just haven't gotten around to it, and I think I'm going to do that by buying this adjustable regulator that Ninja makes. Here's a picture of it. And I can get you guys those. They're pretty expensive though. So I'm going to see how well that works and just dialing in the higher rates of fire. That regulator, you can dial it down all the way to 500 psi and I think up to 3000 psi. So anyway, we do have another advancement with 8K. That is automatic pulse width adjustment. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. When we change our rate of fire, like say that's 4K, and let's say we go to Okay, like say we're at 4.5K. Now look at the pulse. Pulse of 2. Okay, let's change it again. It's hard to read it. So let's say we're at 6K. Now we're at a pulse of, what is that, 3.5? Yeah. So the pulse now changes with it. This is just based on values that I've roughed out, and the purpose for doing this is to get us even closer to the exact pulse that you're going to get the most power and the most reliability out of for each particular rate of fire. So you don't have to mess around with your pulse anymore. And from my experience, it doesn't really seem to make a difference as far as the pulse and your length of barrel. So once we figure out the exact pulse rates, all of that is going to be automated for you. We will still include a manual override. So say I'm at 6,000 rounds a minute and it's at a pulse of, it automatically switches to a pulse of 3.5 milliseconds. I can override that to whatever I want. Now, also, the pulse, you may have noticed the pulse settings are now in 0.5 millisecond increments. And I think that, yeah, they even start at 1 on these developer boards. Now, there's only 5 of these, there's only 2 of these boards in existence right now. And there's only 5 8K boards in existence right now. I'm not selling the 8K boards right now because I want to really perfect it. But if you want to get one and start experimenting, again, Sergey's email address will be in the description. So don't forget to hit up Sergey for an experimental 8K board if you want to go that route. We can trade notes. My email address will also be down there. And don't forget, Sapper Custom. We've got the AR-15 stock adapters again. I'm really impressed with this. This is awesome, Sapper. And once again, this life-saving device available from Sergey. If you guys are interested, it can make you as many as you want. Alrighty, now I'm going to leave you with this video. This is Bruce Rowe, and he's shooting 5,000 rounds a minute at, I think, 16 or 1800 PSI. And he told me that this distance is at least 100 yards, which is crazy. All right, guys, thanks a lot. I'll be in touch. Hit me up if you need anything. Later. From Kraków to Kamchatka, Petrus to Vodka.